This is a breath-centered guided meditation created with the hope of providing some respite from a chaotic world by quieting and centering the mind, calming the body, and soothing the nervous system. So go ahead and lie down on your back, close your eyes, get comfortable, and take a deep breath in. Smooth and easy. Bring awareness to the space around you. With your ears, find the noises. With your closed eyes, can you see light? Can you see dark? Can you see engagement between the two? Loosen your jaw, loosen your face, loosen the whole scalp. With your skin, feel the temperature of the air and the pressure of the fabric. Take a moment to sense your whole body, front and back, the left side and the right side. Place your right hand on your belly, below the rib cage and above the navel. Place your left hand on your chest, on the breastbone, in line with the heart. Without changing anything, notice your breath. The speed, the depth, the general quality. Notice which hand is moving more. The right hand on your belly, or the left hand on your chest. Perhaps it's relatively even between the two, or maybe you can't even really tell, and that's okay too. Begin to shift the energy of the breath more toward the belly. So feel your right hand being moved more by the breath than the left. The rise and fall of the abdomen. The incoming breath flooding the bottom of the lungs, sucking in air like a vacuum. Imagine the dome-shaped muscle at the base of the rib cage, the diaphragm, attaching itself to the entirety of the inside of the base of the rib cage, from front to back and right to left. Feel these deep belly breaths being guided by the diaphragm, expanding down with the inhale, displacing your abdominal contents and effectively lifting your right hand as you breathe in and lowering it as you breathe out. The whole rib cage expanding. The muscles between the ribs expanding. Become familiar with the sensations of an expansive belly breath. The inhale stimulating and nourishing. The exhale releasing what you don't need. There is inevitably a space between the in and the out as direction and energy shift. Prolonging the time spent in this space is what's called a retention. Retention is a chance to savor the air that you're breathing. It distributes the energy taken in on the inhale and allows us to exhibit some restraint and control over our physical body. We will continue with these belly breaths, adding in a small retention both at the top of the inhale and the bottom of the exhale. The holding of the breath should be easy without any tension or strain. Our first pattern of breath will be rectangular. So 6 counts to inhale, a 3-count retention at the top, 6 counts to exhale, and a 3-count retention at the bottom, and then begin again. I'll keep count for you, so you can just focus on your breath. Before we start, go ahead and take a big breath in at your own speed. Let it out completely. And begin. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. In. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2, 3. In. Hold. Out. Hold. In. Hold. Out. Hold. In. Hold. Out. Hold. Return to a normal pattern of breath. Notice what came up. Notice what you're feeling and how you're feeling it. And let it go. There's so much in this world that we cannot control. Our breath is sacred because it's something that we, for the most part, can control. The breath is a direct line of access to the nervous system by way of stimulation of nerves and interpretation of what's going on in the brain. It's a link to our cardiovascular system, delivering oxygen to the blood and expelling carbon dioxide and other unnecessary bullshit that can be harmful to the body. With fascial attachments to the stomach, large intestine, liver, pancreas, kidneys, the diaphragm becomes a link between breath and the digestive and urinary system. It plays a little bit to the lymph system as well, a collection duct for lymphatic fluid called the cisterna chyli lies just below the diaphragm, making the breath an effective pump of lymph fluid. And lastly, our solar plexus chakra lies at the center of the body. It's affected by the movement associated with the deep belly breath, which stimulates personal power, confidence, and will. So here's just some nerdy stuff about the breath. But let's get started on our second breathing pattern. It's called Viloma breath, which breaks up the inhale into 3 equal parts. A brief retention between each part, followed by 1 long, continuous exhale, with no retention before beginning the next interrupted inhale. So the pattern will follow in, out. Okay? So before we start, take in a big breath at your own pace. Release it completely. And begin. In, and out. In, and out. In, and out. In, all the way out. In, out. Last time, in, and out. Return to a normal pattern of breath. Notice what came up. Notice what you're feeling and how you're feeling it. And then let it go. We breathe our whole lives. We can get better at it, or worse, over time. Our own personal capacities can expand and improve. We can be brought to life over and over and over again by returning to the breath. Our final pattern of breath will be single nostril breathing. So remove your right hand from your belly and place the pointer and middle finger in the space between the eyebrows, giving your thumb access to your right nostril and your ring finger access to your left nostril. For single nostril breathing, you'll take a full cycle of breath through one nostril, then switch to the other nostril at the top of the inhale. Then take a full cycle of breath through the other nostril, and then go to the other side again. So we'll begin on the right side with the right side open. But before we start, take a deep breath in through both nostrils at your own speed. Plug your left nostril with your ring finger and exhale through the right nostril. Then inhale through the right nostril. At the top of the inhale, switch from right to left. Exhale through the left nostril. Inhale through the left nostril. And at the top of the inhale, switch from left to right. Begin again with the right nostril, continuing this pattern of breath in and out through a single nostril, switching at the top of the inhale for the next minute or so. I'll stop talking and let you breathe. Remove your hand from your face, place it back on your belly, returning to a normal pattern of breath. Notice what came up. Notice what you're feeling and how you're feeling it. And then let it go. Stay in this space, quiet and still, as long as you need. Thanks for joining me. With love, sincerely.